At that point, old versus new. Life asked me, now that you've entered a new chapter, who are you becoming inside of it? This week, I've been reading Genesis 25 to 26, and I can see how parts of this two chapters relate to how and what life is asking me. Now that you've entered the next chapter, who are you becoming inside it? I'm becoming a man with a purpose. I'm becoming a man who's representing God's purpose. So this week I started a new sprint, and where I am right now in my software development life, I have paused new projects, and I'm now focusing on building upon the great products I already have. I have quite a few different products that I have created, and I'm choosing to focus on building upon them. But there is tension between my old ways to create new apps, to download new ideas from creativity and just create new apps. I always have new ideas and I can create applications within an hour, but the person I am becoming wants to create sustainable products that reflect on my purpose. But the old me struggles with developing upon products I already have. So I have to fight the tension between my old ways and my new ways. This week, as I was working on our recipe card app, as currently we are trying to move it from a web application to a mobile application for Android, and I was just going to push what I already have on the current app and then probably rush to create another new application. But something in me shifted because I understood where I am in this journey. And just because I finished the app and made it functional and working well as a web app doesn't mean my work is done. If it has to be a product that reflects my purpose, there has to be more to what I'm creating. But I had to develop and add not new features, but make it an application that is not just good to do what it does, but how is it serving my purpose? How is it serving the purpose of why it was created? I can't live this new chapter with old habits. This moment revealed my identity as a developer. I had to explain to myself that just because I'm not going to create new applications, that doesn't mean it's failure. But for me as a developer, it shows growth and responsibility. And as an entrepreneur, it opens my mind up to seeing different opportunities that there are with this recipe card app for my business. And there's small ideas here, small scripts here, small web apps here. But again, since they're just created for that one single use, and if other businesses were to use the same automations that I've created or applications that I've created, it will change their workflow, will also change consumers' lives. So it's a new season, and this new season requires new rhythms. I can't carry my old rhythms into this new season. I can create new apps, yes, there's nothing wrong with that. But the rhythm now is to develop the application as products. The web apps that you see that I have created are now products. And these are products that will change communities, not just now, that they are products that will change communities also in the future. My mindset changed in me when I realized that becoming is the real work. If I want to become everything I am, that is the real work. That's the real job. I can do many freelance software developer projects or jobs, but the products I have created require my skills, and it requires my skills to use them effectively so that the purpose of why I created them can be achieved. You can see how Isaac knew the wells and the value of inheritance. He also knew when to move and when to stay. He knew conflict requires wisdom and not reaction. And God's revelation came with instruction and knowledge that guided survival and prosperity. So it was wise stewardship. So to answer life from Genesis 25 to 26, I need to grow what I know so that I can handle what I've prayed for. Even for me as a father, it also explains that I need to be present and not just providing or participating. It shows that I need to be a father who creates experiences and not just routine for my children. Their joy becomes a mirror of me as a man, and how steady, how playful, how grounded, or how safe I create the environment for them. Where in your week is your new season asking you to become someone who's deeper, stronger, or truer? What old well in you needs redigging so your new season can flow? This week we finished the 8th journal. We have one more episode of building, and then we go into becoming. You can download the podcast and listen to it at your own free time. But thank you so very much for listening, and let's become everything I am. Become everything you are. I'll become everything I am. Thank you.